your ideal buyer saw you not as a choice, but the only choice, the only answer, the only solution to their problem. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Well, here's the thing. You need to showcase your differentiator. It's great that you have experience. It's great that you have expertise, but what do you do differently that sets you apart from the competition? And, I almost hate to say those words because everybody says them now. It sets you apart from the competition. But that truly is what your personal brand can do for you. It's your ability to showcase somehow how unique you are in your thought process, how unique you are in your skill set, how unique you are in the way that you put everything together. You don't do things exactly the same way as somebody else. And nobody will understand that if you are not willing to show it and talk about it. And that's where personal branding can really be a strengthening agent for your business. Because when you embrace that personal brand and you embrace the idea that you can and should showcase that differentiator, it makes a big difference. It truly does. And I know that it does because I built my business doing just that. And that's a story for another day. But what I want to do today is talk to you about why these differentiators are important and how making some shifts can really make a difference in your bottom line. So especially if you're a client-facing leader in professional services, you know that the competition is tough, tough, tough. So let me walk you through 3 things that you need to be cognizant of when it comes to showcasing your personal brand, showcasing the differentiator, and why clients need this from you. So are you ready? Okay, so here are 3 reasons that your differentiator makes a big difference. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is something that I've already mentioned, and that is that expertise is no longer enough. It's baseline. It's absolutely baseline. Look, your client needs you to be creative. They need you to be unique in the solutions that you bring. And your personal brand allows you to start speaking on those things. If you are not talking about what you do differently, if you are not showcasing what you do differently through your personal brand, nobody knows. And you're a best kept secret. That is not a business strategy that works, right? You've got to showcase that differentiator. That is an expectation in today's buyer's journey. And remember, the buyer's journey is done digitally 60, 70, 80, 90%, depending on your profession. They are digging out what you are showcasing digitally. So they're not waiting to have a conversation with you. They are doing their due diligence by getting on the computer and Googling you. So what are you showcasing that's different than your competition? They don't want the same old, same old. The next thing I want you to think about with this differentiator is that people buy people. The brand of the company is great, right? It's great to have name recognition, but at the core of it, people are buying into the people that they're working with and for, which means that the personal brand of your team matters. It absolutely matters. And I want you to think about this. The leaders that are out there, you are hiring people because they brought something special and unique to the table. They stood out amongst their competition when you hired them. Embrace that. Let them showcase that because that's what's going to bring your ideal client to you. If they're not the person that should be showcasing that, maybe they shouldn't be in a client-facing role, first of all. And maybe they were not the hire that they should have been. I want you to really think about that. If you hire somebody in a client-facing role, it should be because they are a great representation of your brand, that their personal brand is complementary to what you're trying to accomplish. People buy people. People are not buying your company brand. They're buying the people that represent your company brand. The last thing I want you to remember is that the market really rewards authenticity. Now, authenticity is not a buzzword for lazy or sloppy. It is actually a buzzword for leadership. Do you lead with authenticity? Do people really get to know who you are? Do you show up online the same way that you show up in person? Do you show up in person the same way that you're showing up online? Is there continuity? Is there confidence that's being built because you are showcasing who you really are at the core? I hope so. I hope your answer to those things is yes. Again, these are things that we do with our clients on the daily, right? It's my job, first of all, to help you figure out how and why you stand out and why you're different. And then it's also my job to get you comfortable to create the visibility that creates, in turn, credibility. And that's what you need. You need to be building credibility through visibility so that your differentiator stands up and is findable and is exciting to your ideal buyer.